not all RRUUC.
It is today.
Right. We'll claim them today.
Well, if not now, when?
As soon as they do that piggy thing and touch the
Right.
bird, that's when.
As soon as who does? Oh, you know, I'm gonna start over here.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't like. I'm always glad it's not a huge crowd because I was really worried about having enough seating.
Two services, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
That's awesome. Oh, Jesus. Our chalice lighting this morning comes from Rumi. Sing to me in the silence of your heart, and I will rise up to hear your triumphant song. Good morning. Welcome to this place of community, spirit, and service. This place where we bring our full selves, our joys, our sorrows, the mundane, and the miraculous. As we wind deeper into this month's worship theme of nurturing beauty, we welcome all manner of musician and instrument, voice and song, and of course, listener. And we know that this tapestry is woven with so many of our wonderful gifts. As we nurture the beauty, we continue to nurture our hearts as we are all still reeling from the shooting that occurred last Sunday in Buffalo. Only just 1 week ago, 10 lives were claimed by white supremacy violence yet again. Only just a week ago, 10 more lives were added to the list of countless others lost to this burning, raging hate. This morning, we leave these 10 candles burning to lift them up in memory, and we also hold their loved ones in love. Even in the midst of so much sadness and loss, we gather still. We gather to claim, proclaim, and reclaim love and justice, compassion, strength, and yes, always beauty. So we move into this time of beauty and creation this morning, connection and spirit as well, ready to give and receive, and just to be in the presence of one another. Come, let us worship together.
Here is a thing that we have come to know in these 2 pandemic years, that our work for a more peaceful, fair, and free world, and our work to nurture our spirits and save our own broken hearts, this work is not 2 different pieces of work in different domains of our lives. It is not even 2 sides of one coin. It is interwoven, and the art we make, the music that we bring forth, the creativity that guides our worship is part of our act of resistance, of courage, and of hope. There are so many ways to resist, so many ways to make meaning. Today, we do it in art and song and in gathering, and as we move forward in the days and weeks to come, there are more opportunities for that justice building in this world to move what it is into what we dream it could be. I want you to mark your calendars now if you have the chance. June 18th, the Poor People's Campaign will be gathering from across this nation for a march for voting rights, for the advocacy we all need for the people most marginalized in this society. That, too, is an expression of creativity. That, too, is an expression of hope. And when we march and raise our voices together on June 18th, we will make meaning just as surely as we do this morning. We'll also gather that same blessed weekend on June 19th for a rescheduled social justice gathering for leaders in social justice here at River Road to chart our way forward together into the next congregational year. And a little closer in, You can mark your calendars now for June 1st because it is election season, and we will be working with Action in Montgomery, who you'll find out more about in just a moment, for a candidates forum that we are co-sponsoring with our friends at Harvest Intercontinental Church here in Montgomery County. Action in Montgomery is holding county council candidate forums to hold elected officials accountable to the aims developed in conversation with more than 2,000 leaders across every spectrum of leadership here in Montgomery County. June 1st is on Zoom from 7 to 9. Again, that's the one co-sponsored by us and Harvest Intercontinental Church. But there are many other options, and we hope you make it happen for you and for your family. And finally, what we do together, it is an extension of our generosity in 1,000 ways. The music you hear is an extension of the generosity of these artists and these musicians and this composer who has put blood, sweat, and tears into making it happen. We ask you, as you are able, to offer your generosity in one more way. We give our offering today to Action in Montgomery, a nonpartisan, multi-faith, multiracial community organization dedicated to making our country and our state a better place to live and thrive for everyone. You know that inequity in this county and inequity in this world has only intensified in the pandemic. And so in just a moment, you'll see a short video about the work Action in Montgomery is doing around affordable housing, transportation, climate issues, and more. We are stronger when we are together. What a blessing it is to extend our generosity in so many ways.
Good morning, River Road. My name is Cynthia Marshall, and I work with Action in Montgomery, and I am also the statewide director for Action in Montgomery and our sister organizations in Howard and Anne Arundel counties. First, I would like to thank you, River Road, for the incredible work and dedication of your leadership to the successes that AIM has had over the past decade and more. You all have been key to helping us win quality of after-school programming for students in 14 of the highest poverty elementary schools in Montgomery County. You all have helped us win over $1 billion for affordable housing over the past 20 years, and particularly winning $140 million this year in the budget, which is an unprecedented amount in Montgomery County. You were also part of our actions to win affordable housing on the Chevy Chase Library site and to winning equitable response when it came to COVID and healthcare, making sure that the communities that were hardest hit by the COVID and its different variants were also ones that had adequate testing and vaccination. This year, AIM has listened to 1,500 people in our pews, in our neighborhoods, in our schools. And from that, we have come up with a bold agenda for our county and our state to address the key issues we heard from a wide variety of people from different racial, socioeconomic, age, geographic backgrounds. The issues that we are going to be working on now and into the future include universal pre-K, a much more aggressive approach to affordable housing that looks at supply, subsidy, and stabilization so that families that currently live in Montgomery County can afford to stay here, but that also future generations don't have to leave in order to be able to afford a good home. We are also working on dental health and mental health equity and climate change, both by connecting affordable housing and high density housing to transit, and through a campaign to end the use of fossil fuels, both in Montgomery County and Maryland, and in the process, creating healthier communities where we all can live. We invite you to join us for upcoming actions we're having with the candidates for county council, county executive, and for statewide office. We are going to be taking these issues that I just talked about and asking the candidates specifically if and how they will work with AIM to address these issues. Our county, our state, our country need our type of citizen and resident engagement and leadership in this moment. We are also working with our sister organizations, both in swing states like Ohio and Wisconsin, and other places where we might be really at the vanguard of creating more equity in our states and in our nation. We are doing this. We have a track record of engaging people, developing leaders across race, across socioeconomic background over time to create real change. And we are going to be working together across these organizations to look more nationally and with much bigger partners to bring our skills to them and to also work together to live into the promise of a multiracial democracy that our country has never realized, to figure out bold ways that we can have an economy that works for everyone with dignity, and to reduce carbon and address the environmental concerns that are a real threat to ourselves and to future generations. So we hope you can join us. You can learn more on our website, actioninmontgomery.org, about the upcoming actions, as well as the work that we are doing. So thank you for everyone who's been involved, and we encourage anyone who wants to become more so.
A for real minister in my clergy collar. This is what community looks like. This is the way community transforms art into meaning. And we invite you, as you were able to give now, as the offering music plays, you may give by texting 73256. You may take your checks or even a little bit of money and offer it up to the staff who will be in the back at the end of the service. You can give online. What a blessing it is to give together. Sometimes I think that the most precious, perhaps even the most miraculous thing in the whole sphere of human experience is an idea, a spark, the beginning of a beginning. Ideas, you know, will not be bossed around. They are slippery little things. They seldom arrive right when we have planned for them. They show up when they show up, like babies and thunderstorms and hope. And you get hold of an idea just long enough to turn it into a new creation when you have occasion for that idea to land in just the right place at the right time. It is, of course, one thing to have an idea and another to bring it to life. Sometimes that crucial turning point from the spark to the flame comes with the care, attention, and faithfulness of others. Sometimes it comes because our hearts are so broken, we can no longer simply sit there in the silence without making some meaning of it. Both of those things, both of those ways that an idea is expanded to reality were surely at work with the birth of the piece you are about to hear, which was an idea our very own Cliff Harden has fostered in his composer's heart for years. The kick in the pants to bring it from idea to creation, it came when people in this place, including many of you, these singers, these artists, and crucially, Alan and Wendy Williams, who commissioned this piece, the spark became a flame when those people, all of you, believed in him. The spark became a flame also during these long, strange pandemic days, when Cliff's creator's heart could do nothing but create. As a way of making meaning of this experience, he built something new. And so we come to the full fruition of the tiny miracle that is an idea. Spirit Song was born of our belief in one another. It was born out of what we have seen and what we have known in a world that continues to be so full of suffering, torn by hatred, scarred by war. We raise up the highest aspirations of the faith traditions of this world, each itself born out of an idea, so that we might live more richly, love more fully, and make peace unto the end. And so we begin Spirit Song, the world premiere of this amazing creation. I invite you to please hold your applause through all of the different movements until at the end we can be as uproarious and grateful in our meaning-making of joy as we possibly can imagine. I also invite you to turn off your phones or any other loud beeping devices and keep any super extra loud noises at bay while we may. The piece begins with Om, the Hindu word for creation itself. It ends with a prayer for peace, and through it all, we will take a journey through the highest hopes of faiths across the ages, born in this, one of the most broken times in American history. So together we hope, we pray that some spark of a new idea latches on to your heart today, so that you too might use your gifts and talents to create meaning in the midst of it all, just as this composer of ours, and these artists, and these friends, these technicians and believers in each other, have created something new for you today.
then we will have no more wars. We shall be alike, brothers and sisters of one Father and one Mother, with one sky above us. Then the Great Spirit Chief, who rules above, will smile upon the land and send rain to wash out the blood that was spilled by brothers' hands from the face of the earth. And the Great Spirit Chief, who rules above, will smile upon the land. I hope that no more cries of wounded men and women will ever go to the ear of the Great Spirit Chief above, and that all people may
that makes us free. The love that casts out fear. And the hope that never dies. Guide us and those we love and those we do not love forward together until the day spring really does break and all the shadows that have lingered too long about our shoulders truly do flee away. Our service is ended. Go in peace to bless this broken world. Amen. Wendy? Moly.
I hate to say it, but you're going to need a bigger rain stick. I'm going to leave the triangle over there for sure. Because I had a note